You name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the Green Bay Packers. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. Knowles. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Hey, switch gears.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. So just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll set up to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hudson. There he goes left side. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So a big pickup that time. And Charles, defending AFC Player of the Week, maybe bucking towards another award this week.
Yeah, and they say they don't really care about the individual awards. You and I both know
they do.
It means a lot to them.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great play there, with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise, as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. It's Bowman, and he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss, but with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 36.
Check your hot read. Under crunch.
They'll try the left side. It's Bowman, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Check.
2nd and 15. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Oh, you got deep? Check! 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 No train. Spell. Mike 51. Mike 51.
On 1st down, Bowman. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Eight yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. 36.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
Let's go. Let's go.
It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal.
Not too many more ideal situations than 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a 1st down. They ran it and picked it up.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
And to give this time to the tailback. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
56. It's our time. It's our time. Kill, kill, kill. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. They've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on 3rd and goal?
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Say. Switch. Back. Check nickel. It's a 6. Bullet. Pass. Crunch. Kill.
They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. A great effort there with his 16th touchdown of the year, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy. So back even at 6 apiece as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll run on first down. It's Bowman, and only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Slam, slam.
On second down, it's Bowman. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Packers have taken the lead. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his second extra point here in the first half. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On first down, Knowles. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, our score, 12-6. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. Wide open receiver complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Airing one out deep for Holmes here. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end Njoku. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
What we got? Switch it, switch it, switch it, Phil, switch it. Check, 93's the mic.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
At the 47-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Pick me up. Here we go. Kill, kill, kill. Turn right. Kill, kill, kill.
They'll try the left side. Bowman. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory.
He's across midfield to the 49-yard line. It's a gain of 4.
Check it back. Check it back.
3rd and 2.
Slam, slam. Hopper. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
On 3rd down, it's Bowman. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
4th down and 1.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Check safety, check safety. Check 3, check 3.
They'll try and run for it. Oh, he's got a little daylight. The 20. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. They come out here in the eye. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Wide, get wide. Goose. He's coming. We got double up. Hey.
They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. A great effort there, with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Marr on for the extra point. So he missed his first 2, but this time it's good, and that'll extend the lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. This is the tight end, Njoku. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. They'll run on 1st down. Knowles. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
That'll 12.
And the Browns first down.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. His throw caught right around the 6. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And he's into the clear. The 40. Past the 20. 10. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. Marr now to add the extra point. And can you believe it? He misses another one, his 3rd so far. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go. Here we go. Hey, check. Mike 21. Mike 21.
2nd and 9 now. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. They'll set up a throw, and that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown.
Give me that ball.
A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns get a score closer. This time, the extra point up and good. And that will shave one more off this lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12.
At the 27-yard line.
Mike, 50, go.
Here we go on second and 12. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that that fell harmlessly to the ground.
Hey, Mike, 51. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. 51 to Mike. 51 to Mike. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
They're going to look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
To me, the defense was a little gassed near the end of the first half, but they've come out of the locker room with a little extra spring in their step. Wonder what they did at halftime to get them so motivated.
I don't know, but that sack looked good. Now let's see if they can build on the momentum of that play. With it is Brown. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. He'll look to throw. Going for the deep ball. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. His second touchdown of the night as his guys are back within a single score. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that will get them one closer. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36.
Let's go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Bowman, and he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Switch. Watch twitch.
On third down, Bowman. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Just enough to get the first down there with a 1-yard pickup.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. On first down, it's Bowman. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Now back to throw. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 41-yard line.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
They'll run on first down. Tanner. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Let's go, D, let's go. Hey, let's get there. Eddie Weber. Jam. Neil. Check three.
On second down now, it's Bowman. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. That one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here.
Watch the whip. Check 25. 51, Mike 51. All day.
They'll try the left side. Bowman. And he's got some space here. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A great play there with his 3rd touchdown and 18th on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point by Mara, up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Browns' drive about to get started, and they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Bowman. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. That 2nd down run a big help. The 7 yards leaves him with just a 3rd and 3 now.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll keep it on the ground. Bowman. 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. All told, it's an even 30 and a 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. 1st quarter, Charles, you really emphasized the importance of winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. They haven't forced a single turnover in this game.
And right now they're losing, so no turnovers might lead to no victory.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back.
They'll try the left side. Tanner. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 7. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to come up well shy of the 1st here as the tackle's made right around the 12. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Let's get it.
And that hits off the left upright, and it caroms away, no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So that's one you almost never see at this level. A wobbler from very short range, and it winds up no good.
All right, Brandon, if he slipped or someone got a hand on it, then I could understand it, but it's almost like you heard a whistle or something to stop this swing. A very strange result, especially for an NFL kicker.
Check 93's the mic. 93's the mic. Who that? Who that? Check 26. Check 26. Hey, check 24. Check 20.
On 1st down, Knowles. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's
2nd down and inches. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Now, yes, a two-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a two-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times, tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. Back to throw here. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a fourth pick of the game. And now fourth down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And for the fourth time tonight, and the ball is knocked out. And I think and now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a two-possession game. It is a two-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
Let's go now. Pittsburgh. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there now.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Second and 14. And a quick throw here, that's complete. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a fourth down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it. Be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Let's go, D. Hey, check back.
Gotta try it here. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. So this one fairly well in the bag as they take over with a 1st and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. They'll come out in the pistol. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
You think you gonna get this? Check your hot read. Fofo's the Mike. Mike's Fofo.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Let's go.
The Browns drive about to get started. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They'll set up to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for the Packers, their playoff chances take an uptick as they move to 7-4. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, we'll see how this affects their playoff standing as they fall to 7-4.